Hello, my name is John, and today I want us to talk about the state of energy sector in our beautiful continent, Africa. I believe that we have great resources, especially when it comes to the topic of energy. In Africa, all the year round, we have high exposure to sunlight or sun hours in a single day. Most of the times, we have a lot of coverage, and that means that there is a lot of energy potential in our continent. When you talk about renewable resources such as the solar power, we have a lot of energy that we can tap out of this natural resource that can go a long way to help us generate power for our homes. Many African homes are not supposed to lack electricity simply because we can afford electricity supply, and then we can power these homes. I believe that it is high time for the governments to step up in terms of provision of energy supply or solutions to these African homes. Solar power in the recent years has been very cheap, considering that the panels themselves are very cheap, and also the technology in terms of the batteries has really evolved. It is important to consider that an African home would not require sophisticated systems, and therefore the governments are able to supply power to these homes. Many African homes are faced with the challenges of poverty and lack of finances to be able to afford these power solutions. If only our homes would be powered by simple solutions such as a solar panel, a few smash the like button if you're finding some value in this topic of today. Appliances such as a TV, a radio, then they would access information and know what is happening around the world. These solutions are able to power these homes even through the lighting, as well as charge the parents' phones. The lighting will offer solution in the sense that the children in Africa will be able to access education in a manner that will be safer for them. When I was growing up, I remember that I did not have much access to these solutions. I would strain when studying in the evening after school, and doing my homework was a great challenge because we could not afford solar solution. I remember back then my father had one solar panel and a battery. In the beginning, we would use the battery for around 1 or 2 hours before it would go off. And the reason was because we did not have advanced technology when it came to the bulbs that we were using. And therefore, these bulbs would drain a lot of power from the charge that was stored in the battery that was already dying off. But currently, because of the technologies, we have LED bulbs which do not consume much power. If a battery has been charged sufficiently during the day, and with the technology that is there in solar, then it will store much energy. And with the bulbs that do not consume a lot of power, then this bulb will offer a lot of hours for these children to be able to study at night after the school hours. Therefore, for families which are not able to afford these power solutions, the governments can offer incentives or find a way to partner with these companies that offer these power solutions to be able to power every home that is in our country or in our continent. I believe this is possible, and I believe that every child in Africa deserves an opportunity to access these lighting solutions or energy solutions that are very friendly to their health, because some of the solutions for light will affect them in terms of their respiratory health as well as the eyes. When we talk about technology, the future is heavily promising. Now, technology relies a lot on energy, because we can't talk about technology and leave the topic about energy alone, simply because technology will rely on energy to make it sustainable in terms of powering it up. Now, it is important for schools and also the general curriculum to ensure that the topic of energy, or basically electricity, is in the syllabus. I remember when I was growing up, I really loved anything to do with electricity, and my father really supported me. My mother also gave me a lot of emotional support and encouraged me to continue doing what I did best, which was curiosity in terms of electrical or generally electricity. I remember when I was 12 years old in class 6, I did our first solar wiring at home, and in most cases, I was doing all of these without anyone's guidance. Now, in this day and age, we have computers and we also have access to Wi-Fi. I would encourage parents at home to really pay attention to children who show interest in anything concerning technology. If a child is interested in technology, let's say electrical installation or probably engineering such as mechanical, it is important to offer support to them, whether emotionally or probably purchasing anything that this child can play with, so that they will be growing and maturing in that area. It is also good to ensure that your kids follow their dreams and passion. Don't dictate to your children on what is working for others. Let's say you have a brother or an uncle to this child whose career in medical is working for them, and you insist that they must do that. That is not fair according to me. If a child has shown interest in a particular area, encourage them and ensure that you support them in any way that you can as a parent. Because you know what, if at all they have interest in that area, it means it will be easier for them to do more research. It will be easier for them to navigate around the challenges that they may face in future. Passion and interest in any area is important in shaping a person's future navigation in their careers. So, as parents, encourage your kids to continue with their passion and childhood desires. Regarding the natural resources that are here in our continent, I would really urge our countries, and specifically the governments that are sitting, to ensure that these companies or individuals that come to extract natural resources from our continent, ensure that these companies or individuals support the communities in the sense of providing power solutions to institutions, to schools, to support the local communities in terms of providing solutions such as solar power. This can happen to schools, to churches, and the community at large. These companies make a lot of profits when they go away with these resources, leaving our continent, Africa, to continue languishing in poverty. Once they give back to our continent, then the future generation stands a chance at the technology improvement and also empowerment. Therefore, governments should stand strong and ensure that they put these investors to task by helping by ensuring that they invest in the technology as well as the education of our children. Through education, I believe that the children will be able to learn a lot as well as gain more when it comes to technology. They can also provide affordable laptops to our children whereby they will be able to have access to technology. If our children have information, it is easier for them to choose their career path as well as learn more in regards to what they want to choose or what they want to be in their future lives. Now, coming to the conclusion, I will also like to put a spotlight on our governments to ensure that they follow up with these great giants when it comes to technology, such as Elon Musk. If they're able to partner with them in one way or the other and have their companies, or probably they have their ideas come to our continent and help our kids to keep tabs of what is happening. We can also be hosting great leaders such as Elon Musk to come and talk to our children or talk to those who are in direct contact with our children, especially the teachers in our institutions. Now, it is important for governments to support these companies that are in technology to ensure that they offer programs where they can go into schools or probably go into communities and educate our kids on the advancements of technology. The future of transport is great and is turning out in a better way. If we look at the electric cars, this is an important technological advancement because it is saving our environment and it is very safe for human lives as well as the animals. Therefore, I encourage and fully support the electric cars. It is also important for the physics subject to have an improved syllabus or an updated syllabus whereby such technological advancements can be inserted so that as we learn about the general fundamentals of physics, we are also equipping ourselves with the future technologies such as the electric cars. This will help our children to be equipped in matters technology and the future that is already here. My name is John and this is Top Heights Electricals and Electricians. Thanks for your time.